Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. It's been a minute or two since I was here, huh? So with that being said, you never know what's going to happen in one of my lives. I have 3 dogs in the studio, so if they go off, I apologize now. If I have to do some walkaways, I apologize now. It's just, one of those things. We were out sick for 3 weeks, which was awful, but hey, it happens. So I am like very behind in everything from it, but we still pulled off our retreat, which was what I was really, really worried about. There we go. I'm trying to get my video. Hi, Sherry. How are you? So today's video is kind of a twofold. I wanted to showcase some of the show you all the items we got, or I gave to all of the attendees to my retreat. It was held down in Cottonwood, just south of Reading, at their community center. It was actually our 4th retreat, so it seems that every time I hold one, I figure out different things that I could do better. I'm such a learning curve, work in progress. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good, Sherry. How's Rigsby doing? But anyway, back to this stuff. This is the tote that everyone got. As you can see, it's really big. It was bigger than I expected, but hey, that's okay because it got to hold a lot of shopping items at my BOGO tables. So each of the totes had a little name tag on them. I'm looking at my video to make sure. There we go. Okay, so you can see that. Little flip-flops. As you can see, flip-flops is the theme this year, summer. So they had their little name tag on here, and everybody got this cute little flip-flop keychain. They were in different colors. The bag, I mean, come on, craft like no one is watching. I just thought that was really special. And then, of course, I got a hair on here. There we go. I went ahead and added the Creative Escape and the date. It's done in, you probably can't see it, but it's a shimmer vinyl. And of course the cute little flip-flops. Everybody had a different color on that. And then this one's mine. Let me show you. One of the gals hasn't picked up her stuff yet. So the projects are packaged like this. Everybody got a full pack of the Memories and More cards, a pack of the tinsel gems, the 4 colors. They got a spool of linen thread. Then they got a half a pack of the Memories and More card bases and envelopes. And I just thought these were just really, really fun. So if you saw any of the other pictures from the food, I found some really cute like tie-dye type plates and napkins. It went very, very well. So they got a half a pack of those, and then here are the envelopes. Aren't those just fun? Okay, so that was for their cards. Then some of them I had an add-on Christmas card class. It's exclusive to them. They got a full pack of the One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper, a package of the snowflakes, and then all of the product to create 6 cards, and I'll show you the cards here in a minute. And then the scrapbook layout, I don't ever cut any of the paper because I'm never sure, everybody has a different style in scrapbooking, and they don't even have to use it for scrapbooking. They can cut everything down for cards. But they got everything they needed to make the 2 layouts, including, I'll show you the layouts here in a second. One of them has like a shaker card feature on there, so they got a little window sheet there, and a half of the silver sequins to make their little shaker card. They also got a full pack of the, what is this, Beautiful Balloons? Is that what it's called? The Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. I'm waiting for an extra one for this lady's pack, but they got a full pack of that. And then then I'll show you the projects right quick, and then I'll show you all the pillow gifts. I have the projects in here. So here are the two layouts. I'll take them out so that you can see them. And has the designer series paper. We use the classic letters, or I did, for the 9 here. And we use the Wanted to Say die set for the happy birthday. And this is the little tag from the Bright and Beautiful bundle. And then they just cut their strips down. This was Charlie's birthday. He was 9, as you can tell. And then this has got the shaker card in it. Let's see here. I can get this out. So you can see the little shaker card there. And then these elements here are stickers from the Memories and More cards. Let's see, I have my open pack here so you can see. You know, the way they're showcased in the catalog, you pretty much just glance right over them. It's not something that everybody stops to think about, but they make easy cards. They're printed on both sides, and they make some large cards and then the smaller ones. So I've used quite a bit of mine. And then it comes with these cards too, which are double-sided. And then it came with 4 sticker sheets, 2 of the same design. That's this one. So I used some of the balloons there, and this is the other sheet. So they're just fun packs to play with. Make cards, layouts, whatever. Okay, so let me show you the cards they created with that. Take everything out of here so that you can see. Set that aside. Okay, so these are we're able to make 10 cards out of the card bases and the stickers. Here is one of them. And we also use the Bright and Beautiful stamp set. These are just the sticker elements, and it's already printed, some of that linen thread. This card base is actually flipped inside out so it could have the color on the inside, and we used one of the other cards for the inside. Here's this card base. Used another 3x4 card, and we stamped the sentiment from the Bright and Beautiful. This is using the confetti stamp from that stamp set and added a piece of Berry Burst card stock. And then we stamped on the inside. And here's the last card. Like I said, they could make 2 of each design for a total of 10 cards. And then this was the extra, Mowgli, this was the extra, told you. Leave it to Larry to go out to the garage now. This is one of the cards they made. Hey, will you take them outside? Come. I told you there was going to be shenanigans today. Well, thank you, Kathy. I'm glad you joined us, and Beth. So this was one of the cards, and we will be doing the same fun fold here in a minute, because when I typed up the directions, I was off 1/4 inch on one of the measurements, and it makes a big deal on this card. So you open this way, and then there's the inside, and then stamp the sentiment with the bunny. Let's see. Okay, here's one of the other cards. This is just the shadow die from the Horse and Sleigh die set. This little piece right here, it's like a little runner to the sleigh. I had them dip this in the Versamark, heat it with clear embossing powder, and while it was still hot, you dip it back in or sprinkle more embossing powder over, heat emboss, and one more time while it's hot, hit it with embossing powder and heat set it so that it kind of gave it a shiny effect. And then there's the inside. And since these snowflakes are flat, you can use them on the inside, which makes it really good. Here's a piece of the Designer Series paper. And one more fun fold. And this little heart is from the Wonderful Thoughts bundle. And you open it up, and there's the other half of the sleigh. Isn't that a cute card? All right. So now let's quickly show you the pillow gifts. So everybody got this cup. It's actually, it changes color when cold liquid, which when we had our root beer floats, everybody's cup changed colors. I thought that was pretty cool. Looks like mine still needs to be washed. And I did the vinyl on that. Okay. So everybody had their little name plate that we made using elements from the Bright and Beautiful. They got the little truck, little treat holder, held a little nugget. Oh, one thing too, in those cups, they were stuffed full of the Lindor truffles. This is the little beach bag that we put on their desk. I cut the little sunglasses with my Cricut. When you open the beach bag, there are sticky notes that are shaped like flip-flops. And all the little stamps that I used on their treat holders were from sets from other stamp companies I was a designer with. But you know, we never get rid of anything. So there's that. Then they had a little bucket, said wishing you a sunshiny day, and it was stuffed full of lemon drops. Those are always tasty. And then they got this little tool organizer that I added some more vinyl so that they'll remember the retreat. And it organizes you. Isn't that fun? And then the last one, which was my very favorite, whoops, bow came off. As you can see, it says, the tans will fade, but the memories will last forever. It has little flip-flops, and inside was a little scissors charm. I made these. Now, I'm not a jewelry person, so we had to be a little lenient on that, but this is what I came up with. Little sunflower charm at the bottom. And then everybody got a little flip-flop charm on theirs. And, of course, mine had to be different. I added some sunglasses to it. So, the handles to our scissors are very large, so I ended up having to use an extra key ring, like so. Excuse me. I left enough room so that those that attend other retreats may or may not get another charm to add to their scissor charms. So that was it. Fun-filled weekend. Hang on, I gotta get my water. I hope everybody that attended felt the love. It really was a lot of fun. And moving in, I take all of my stamps, my dies, my punches, my inks, my blocks, so that they can use any of that for whatever project they happen to be working on. And they don't have to work on the projects that I provide. You can bring anything. You're a quilter, you bring your quilting stuff. So, and of course we had BOGO shopping and raffle prizes with tons of raffle prizes. So, we'll move on to the card for today. This is that same fun fold I told you about. And I'll give you the correct measurements here in just a second. But this is using that One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper. And I'm using the Brightest Glow stamp set. When I saw this paper, I immediately thought of this stamp set. So, let me show you. There's the envelope. My little pieces. So the card base, and like I said, I'm doing this video so that the people that attended, they can get the right measurements, because even though we thought we fixed it, we didn't. So this is a 5.5 inch piece by 11 piece of, this is boho blue, and it's scored at 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and 6 3/4. So for those that attended, I have these written down in my blog, the blog post for today, so you can get the correct measurements. You know, it's so hard to find good help these days. When I typed up the tutorial, I was just a little off, and it makes a really big difference. Oh, I forgot to show you the fun pen that everybody got. My little business is somebody now. We have pens. Bless her heart. Okay, so what you want to do, once you've scored that, you want to make this like a W, okay? So that the flaps fold to make a regular card. And then you have that little layer in the front. So you want to add some adhesive to this to close it. And it's like so. And that way your flap or your card won't fall open. Okay, so there's that. So now I have two different pieces of that paper cut at 4 by 5 1/4. One for the outside, one for the inside. I'm just going to lay that right on the front. Just like so. Okay. And this one goes on the inside. Okay. Alright, so for the front, for the sentiment, I have just a little strip. It's a 3/4 inch strip. I am using, I thought I grabbed my Night of Navy, but it is actually Misty Moonlight. It's okay, it still works. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment right on that strip, since that's already cut. Like so. Oh, that's kind of crooked. We'll stamp him on the back side. Okay, better. Oh, I forgot to spray that. Okay, so now I'll just use my snips, and I'm going to, if I can pick it up, just flag the ends. Okay, and we'll add that to the card front with dimensionals, like so. It's going to go right here. Let's bring him down so we don't cover up that house. Okay, now we're going to add some of those beautiful little snowflakes. And I put the white ones in across the blue. One here. I can pick it up. Put one here. And we'll put another little one up here. And where are the teeny tiny, looks like I'm out of teeny, oh wait, here's the teeny tiny white ones. We'll put one here. And then I want to, for even more sparkle, I'm going to add some rhinestones on top of the snowflakes. As you know, you just never can have enough bling. And I just looked up at my screen and I can see how messy my workstation is. You know me. I only need a 2-inch space. Okay, so we're going to add a little rhinestone there. And the card front's done. The designer series paper does all your work for you. Then the next piece I have is a 3 by, oh, I forgot. We have a 1 inch by 5 1/4 inch piece of designer series paper. And that's a piece left over from when I trimmed this. It's going to go right over that flap. Just like so. There. Okay. so that when you open it, it just carries forward the front layer. So now I have a 3x4 piece of designer series paper. I'm going to stamp the sentiment. I'm going to stamp that up at the top. There we go. And then I'm going to add this to the flap, so you only need a little bit of adhesive there. Lay that over here like so. Then you see the petal pink on the back of this, on this layer here. I'm going to use the copper or the rose gold, whichever they call it. Now let's put a big one on there, because that's a big space. And add that right here. And there's still enough room to sign your name to the card. Now the inside layer is a 2x3 piece of basic white. You could put something bigger in here, but you want to make sure it hides behind this layer, so you can make that bigger accordingly. But I didn't want to cover up that beautiful paper, so I just used the small, and the all is merry and bright. And then I'm going to add one of the smaller copper snowflakes. I'm going to put him right there. I'll add some adhesive to him. Ugh. And again, I want to keep this closer to the inside fold so that it's hidden behind that flap. So our card is done. There's the front. To you and yours this Christmas. May the peace of the season light your world, and may your new year be the brightest. All is merry and bright. Isn't that cute? So we'll stamp the Merry Christmas on the envelope. And we are done. Wasn't that a quick and easy card? Especially when you have the right measurements for the card base. Bless her heart. Okay. So, you got to see a lot today. Inside today's blog post is more information about my upcoming retreat in October. We'll hold it at the same place. If you click on the registration link, I do have a payment plan available. As long as everything gets paid by September 5th, everybody's happy. Okay. That wasn't too painful today. I actually pulled it off. I was kind of concerned. Okay, so these are the two cards. I've got all the measurements in today's blog post, along with information for the upcoming retreat. Let's see, we have Stamp Club tomorrow, which we'll be prepping for today. If there's anything that you saw today that you'd like to add to your collection, because we all have extensive collections, right? There's links to my online store. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. The weather's been really nice here. It's only been in the 90s. That's unusual for October. Yeah, hopefully I'll be back next Thursday. I should be. I know I have missed the the June and July paper pumpkins. I still got to work with those. I don't know if I'll get those done for next week or not. Then the next week I have Stamp Club again, and then the week after that I'm headed to Las Vegas for Backstage. So busy, busy, busy. Supposedly it keeps me out of trouble, but I'm not so sure about that. Thank you again for stopping by and visiting me today. I hope you have a great day and take care. Bye.